So we're back with Dr. Bizga, and there's some things I know about Dr. Bizga is that not only is he an outstanding clinician, but he's also an outstanding teacher, and a lot of what he does on a daily basis is presenting at CE programs and events all over the country. So we were talking about the impact of shutdown on your business, the dental business, but I also know that it probably has a very big impact on your role as a speaker traveling around the country. I would imagine that's true, but let me know where you are with that one.
100% shut down. So as this has slowly crept into, like, just think about words that we never thought, like terms, social distancing, and just all these new phrases that are part of our common vernacular that weren't there 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I was looking at the calendar ahead and feeling pretty good about myself. And now I'm sitting looking at the calendar and it is open. It is open. You have seen, and rightfully so, companies and organizations follow suit with what the White House is directing. Nobody likes this. This doesn't feel good. I have my questions and doubts, just like every other entrepreneurial American that's out there. It's hard to shut off the entrepreneurial spirit of an American. That's the hardest part about this, is that I'm part of the GSD club, get blank done. All right, that's me. I like to be moving, and this has been an interesting challenge. So where my mind has been at is to see the opportunity in this, in that really since I've been a child, I have had either school or responsibilities, multiple things, multiple plates that you're spinning at the same time and trying to keep them all going. And for the first time in a really long time, the only thing I have that's on my plate that's of major concern is my family and my children.
Yeah.
And moving into this role as now a home educator and homeschooling my kids, it's given me, I want to look at the opportunities. And there's a lot of things that are happening, and I could be sad, but I believe life is about what you put your focus on. And so my focus right now is on spending more time with my kids, with my wife, getting involved. I believe in having a routine. So we printed out a routine that sort of lays out the day. We have exercise time and school time and lunch time and nap time and quiet time, because I think happy children like routine, and I don't think adults are much different. So I'm focusing right now on the routines of everyday life, my new normal living.
Nap time sounds good, though.
Yeah, nap time's great.
Nap time.
Why we got rid of that, I don't know why. They eliminated after kindergarten.
Big mistake. Big mistake.
Big mistake.
What about converting to some online education? I know a lot of people are looking at online CE to fill some of that need for the continual learners in us. Any online stuff that you're doing?
Right now, I've had talks, right, where people say, well, maybe we would like to do this and we'll get back. But, and certainly there is some going on, and that's a viable option. And hey, look, if we're in this for the long haul, people are going to have to get creative. We're going to have to figure out ways to continue to stay connected in the community, to continue to educate ourselves. Just because this virus showed up doesn't mean that we quit lifelong learning, right? I love the quote from Erich Bonhoeffer: "The learner shall inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists." So this is a great time to educate yourself, and not just dental. Get into some things. Take up piano lessons, learn how to play the kazoo better. I don't know. Do some things that are fun.
Time to do that kind of thing, right?
I know. You've got it now. Exactly. And you shouldn't sit around and watch the market. You shouldn't watch the news all day. Get your 20 or 30 minutes you need and get plugged into some other things.
Yeah, which is a great segue into maybe the 2 or 3, however many you got, Tim, things that Tim Bizga is thinking about right now. Top of mind stuff. I don't know, could be business stuff, could be family stuff. What do you, what's today look like for you? What are you thinking about right now?
Okay, so much of the first thing on the list is just good practical advice for anybody that has. I have 4 children. I know you have a couple kids yourself, Chase.
That's right.
It's protecting cash right now. It's good advice to everybody. Call your credit card companies, talking to them about flexibility. I deferred my student loan payments for 12 months, just because there's no way of telling financially how 2020 is going to turn out. So might as well buy some time and take that off your plate. Made a call to some different automatic debit things that we have set up that we turned off for the time being, and kind of paring things down and kind of going, if you played as a kid Oregon Trail, we're going starving rations mode right now. What I mean by that is just trimming the fat down in your budget and your expenditures to try to really preserve cash, because we just don't know how long this is going to last. So that's my first most practical thing for anybody and anyone with a family and bills to pay. The second thing I'm doing that is fun is, again, and I already alluded to, is personal development time. This is such an opportunity. Books, I read a lot of books. I have a stack just sitting off in the distance here from where I'm at, that I've selected, that I've been meaning to read. And I keep saying I'm going to take on that next flight or whatever, and I never get around to it. Well, I've got several weeks of reading ahead of me that I'm going to plan on doing. Uh, I'm staying active. I think it's so important to get out and do a walk. Sometimes to just go and stroll, get away from the family, go outside, breathe some of the fresh air, keep your 6 feet away from other human beings, but get outside, breathe the fresh air. Those are the things that I would tell anybody to do is hunker down and pare down your assets, get them in line, get some self-development and focus on you, because when a leader gets better, everyone wins. And so when you work on yourself harder than you work on your job, and none of us have jobs right now, you can do some amazing things towards your future. This is the time to think, what do I want to do? What is it going to be like for me when I go back? And gives you some time to do that, and get outside.
Yeah.
It's a good time to get outside
That's
in
great
your own
advice.
personal space.
Yeah, you're talking about coronavirus fatigue, which is we
Yeah.
hear about it, see it, reading about it. It's too much right now. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, and certainly can be depressing. And flipping it around and doing something positive for yourself. I love the advice of getting outside. It's raining in Philadelphia today, and the mood, at least my mood, kind of feels like that weather fits how I'm feeling. But
Yeah.
when the weather turns, I getting outside and getting some exercise is good